This week in our Devos, we've been looking at this topic of wisdom, and I just want to touch on where wisdom comes from. That's what I want to talk about. So I'll cut to the chase. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10, it tells us where wisdom comes from. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." The fear of the Lord, the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. See, I think in our world, we associate wisdom with experience. People who have gone places and done things. People who can look at problems and give this fancy little sentence or isms towards it. A lot of people think that they sound wise because they say things like, "Don't do as I do, do as I say." And maybe some of those things that I just mentioned have some truth to them, but most of it is kind of just worldly nonsense. The foundation upon which wisdom is built is having a healthy fear of the Lord. And that may sound confusing. You might think, I thought that God was loving and wants to have a relationship with me, so how can I have that, but I'm also supposed to be afraid of him? In the Bible, fear means several things. First, it does fit what we commonly think of as fear, to be frightened or afraid by something or someone. And the reality is, God is all-powerful, He is holy, set apart, out of this world. Everything that we as humans know about God only scratches the surface of who God is. He is that powerful and incredible. We see often in the Old Testament God appearing to people and them initially being fearful by what they are seeing and experience. This even happens at times when Jesus appears to people in the New Testament. But having a fear of the Lord is more than just that. Having a fear of the Lord, fear also means to have respect in the same way a servant respects his master and serves him faithfully. Fear also means what I've already alluded to, having a reverence or awe when in the presence of greatness. So fear, respect, reverence, and awe, all things that are part of having a healthy fear of the Lord. And when we understand these things, it gives us an accurate image of who God truly is. And that is what leads to having wisdom. Wisdom is to know and understand beyond what our eyes can see, beyond earthly things. It is knowledge and understanding that comes from God. And it only starts when we have a healthy fear of Him.